So guys, I got some information to update you guys about in regards to Onvo ramp up. Has Onvo actually ramped up? Some of you guys have been commenting that Onvo has ramped up and now it's due to demand, and that the numbers are very scandalous, that the numbers are terrible. Well, I got some new information for you guys. So first of all, if you look into the Onvo stores right now, all of them actually say these 8 letters. So it says 未来旗下全新品牌, which just means it is a sub-brand, a brand new sub-brand from NIO. And they should have done that from the very start, but they added that in because some content creators here in China gave them that advice so that people can know that this brand comes from NIO. So that's obviously very, very nice, and I think it instantly really helps people realize that, oh yes, we know about NIO. This is just their sub brand. So it really helps people to know what this brand is. But there are also have been voices from Onvo sales reps saying that this has caused some of their sales to go to NIO, which is very, very interesting. Okay, and yeah, that's very, very weird. But we're the most important part is, has Onvo actually ramped up? And no, they have not completed ramp up. Why? They will have completed ramp up by March. So they're still in the process of ramping up. And then during Chinese New Year, they had a vacation with the factory. The factory had vacation, and so they weren't really producing cars, they weren't delivering cars. And then also the week after that, they're just starting to make cars. So obviously you're not going to see really high delivery numbers. What's very interesting is that I've heard, so here is a screenshot of a customer complaining about him not being able to get his car, not being able to get his Onvo. And he said he gave up the order and decided to buy a Zeekr. Now, the important part isn't giving up the order to go buy a Zeekr. The important part is the fact that he's still waiting on his Onvo car. A lot of people are indeed still waiting for the Onvo. So it seems like that it's not a demand problem. It's more of a supply problem, okay? They're not able to ramp up production, and the production hasn't ramped up. It's not finished ramping up. They never said they were going to finish ramping up in February. They said they were going to finish ramping up in March, all right? And their target was 20,000 deliveries in March, and hopefully they can achieve that. But that definitely means that right now they're still in the process of ramping up. Now, there's also some other conflicting voices, okay? And I'll share with you guys these screenshots and what do they mean. And this is a little bit concerning. And it says that before Chinese New Year, there were only about 10, 20, 30 inventory cars, or cars available that you can just buy without, having to wait a whole lot of time. And then this message sort of claims that after Chinese New Year, there was a surge, and all of a sudden now it's at 3,000 inventory cars. And that kind of conflicts with the fact that they're going through production ramp up. So are they going through production ramp up and they're having problems with production ramp up, or they're just not there yet with production ramp up, or is there actually something else going on? The fact that someone's claiming that they have a lot of these inventory cars that have not been sold. Now, some of the other voices online here in China, and I don't want to sound too pessimistic, it is the fact that and why was that the case? All right, with 3,000 cars all of a sudden being available, apparently they said it's because people ordered the car with no intention of actually buying the car, and it was just to basically support the company in a sense. And that's also why Onvo never officially published the pre-order numbers, because a lot of these were just, I wouldn't say a lot, but some of them were people supporting the company, just, will place an order just for show, right? So, and then what ends up happening, they kind of, before the lockup period, they abandon the order, right? They get that deposit out, or sometimes if it's too late, they just forfeit the 2,000 deposit. They just, you know what, I'm not taking delivery of the car. You can have my 2,000. And in one of these messages, you can see this guy, he forfeited his 2,000 RMB deposit. He's like, yeah, I give that up. I'm not going to take delivery of the car. Can you turn that into some NIO points for my friend or something like that? So, oh, man. So it does seem like there's obviously, you know, a portion of deposits that aren't, that have no intention of actually taking delivery of the car. So it's a mixed bag of messages, okay? I personally think that it's still because of a production ramp up and they haven't completely ramped up production and finished ramping up. And that's my personal opinion. However, we cannot ignore the messages coming from you know, these online voices. Perhaps these are fake. I don't know. Like, I can't verify. I don't have inside info. I can't tell you for sure that they are going through production ramp up, and you know, there are or aren't a lot of inventory cars. I can't tell you for certain, but these are what's going on here in China. It does seem to, you know, a lot of people are indeed still waiting for the cars. Okay, so I guess that's a very good situation. And my message to you guys is, don't judge too early. Okay, we're just getting back from Chinese New Year. There's no need to say put a period on the fact that, you know, it's a failure or something like that, which you guys are claiming. Okay, give them some more time. Wait until March deliveries come out on April 1st or April 2nd, and then see for yourself. If March deliveries for Onvo can get to 20,000, then we are good. If they can't get above 20,000, or if they're even below 10,000, I will be deeply, deeply disappointed. Okay, so they set that target for themselves. They better be able to achieve it. All right, right now they're still in that process. They're still getting there. Okay, there still seems to be people waiting for their cars. Okay, so I'm gonna side with NIO on this one and say the fact, hey, you know, they're still ramping up. Okay, it's a brand new car. They have lots of new processes. It takes time to ramp up. The reason they were able to deliver a lot of cars in December was because of selling inventory cars and pre-built cars, that kind of stuff, so people can get the subsidy before the year ends. Okay, so yeah, take it for what it's worth. There's still a lot of people waiting for their cars, in my personal opinion. However, there are voices that claims that there are a lot of inventory cars out there. I cannot say for certain. Okay, I cannot say for certain, but I'm sharing with you guys, you know, all these voices, all the messages, all the both sides of the coin, and you can be the judge for yourself. But I really like that Onvo L60. I think, you know, it's a very well-priced car, and with the incentives that they have right now, it's a no-brainer. I mean, they still have a lot of orders. Okay, as always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.